we are live. Another go live notification. And then we sit on it. And we just wait. I don't know where my other glasses. Need to get a new prescription. Water, good. Good to go. Howdy, Arrow. Good to see you. Puppet, howdy. I'm in ad hell right now. That's rough. That's rough. I imagine if you're in ad hell, you can't actually hear me. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that's Iori plays. So welcome, Iori, first time chatter. Glad to have you. Howdy, Clown. Good to see you. How's everyone doing today? From the hit game Dragon Grandpa, so true. Lori plays. Gotcha. Oh, well, you know, swing and a miss. That's what I get for having an I in my name that's actually an L. Or an L in my name that's actually an I? Not sure. Either way. Part of, you know, this whole facade, as it would be, is a lie, it turns out. Doing good, thank you. How's everyone in chat doing? If it is my least surprised streamer from the Disco Elysium Surprises Streamers compilation. Well, it seems my fame precedes me. Yes, it is I. Person who perfectly predicted electrochemistry's interruption. And you know what? You stick around long enough, you might just get an autograph. Howdy, Flora. Good to see you. I am not as tired as I thought I would be. I didn't sleep too well. Fell asleep early, woke up early, stayed up late, and then fell asleep late. Sort of a vicious cycle, that is. I've only been awake for about, give or take, an hour. But, hey, got a shower, had some yogurt, good to go. If you stick around long enough, you might end up being hit with electrochemistry. You know, it does happen to all of us eventually. It's a big step in any person's life. But I think another big step in every person's life is learning how to deal with being lied to. Right? I think at all points in our lives we're lied to about a variety of things. Some big, some small. And chat, if you haven't had that lesson in life just yet, I've got some bad news. Welcome to class. I lied to you. We're not streaming Factorio just yet. Oh, wow, that text is massive. Interesting. It's an art stream. I lied. Or at least, if all goes according to plan, it's half art stream, half Factorio. I was supposed to make the engineer model that I wanted last night, or yesterday rather, but then this crazy thing happened where Destiny 2 updated and the Solstice event is now live. And unfortunately, I'm back on that Destiny 2 train. Thank you, PubSub. Appreciate it. Seems he's put me on many tracks lately. But the good news is now I can turn my procrastination into content. And double feature, I also get to rant about Destiny 2 to fill some airtime, huh? It's a win-win-win for everyone, aren't they? Isn't there? Huh? Isn't it? Isn't it? Surely, everyone wins in this situation. So, let's see here. Let's close all these up. Close them all up. What's this here? An empty layer that's pasted. Goodbye. All right, now here's the fun part. All right, we already have an engineer model, as it turns out, right? But this isn't the first time that we've had, you know, two models with the same initial name here. So the plan today is to make an engineer model, this time Factorio flavored. And then at some point we will also have to make a detective model that is Sam and Max flavored. Big decision, train conductor cap or not. Merrick, you've just introduced a fork in what was previously a one-way street. All right? I was thinking full hard hat with a light. Right? I was thinking full hard hat. That's the only place that I've ever headed. Train conductor. We'll have to see. You can give them a gas mask with a hard hat for a sealed look. Now, here's the problem, Arrow. All right? Under normal circumstances, I'm all in on full face covering. Okay? You know me. You know how I am. You know I love a good helmet. However, in some perhaps not so much Sisyphean, but definitely some kind of punishment by the Greek gods, perhaps, befitting of my avarice, befitting of my hubris. I have created myself a Sona design that simply does not play well with helmets. Otherwise, it loses its very unique silhouette. You know, sometimes I can, son of a bitch. Sometimes I can give myself a helmet and it all works out and everything's fine. But that's not most times, unfortunately. Let me get the right clothes on though. I forgot that this is a keybind. All right. So, here's the interesting part, all right? I'm giving myself like a tentative time limit. I imagine I can get this done within 2 hours, and then we'll have 2 hours of Factorio left over. But here's the fun part. I haven't even drafted a design yet. Usually, I come in here with at least one of these little sketches, you know, like with the Grim and Fandango one. I had these guys up here, right? I usually have something kicking around upstairs, right? Even just this little sketch, which honestly, I fucking got it in one with this one, didn't I? 1 second. All right, so I'm gonna take a couple minutes to ruminate while I go help with some groceries real quick. But in the meantime, I'll leave the music on for you. Make sure the AC is kicked up so you're not dying in this proverbial hot car of dead air. I'm back. Howdy, folks. Let me see what Merrick has been posting. Alright, Merrick, you know, you are making a good case for the train conductor. Huh. What is going on with the stripes on this outfit, though? On the second one you posted, it, like, when it gets down to the legs, it stops being stripes and just becomes abstract wood grain. Is this what train conductors look like in Magenta Horizon? Alrighty. So, it's called a moire pattern. Moire? It's a consequence of how pixels work. Interesting. Okay, here's the, full frame of the Breaker Aura robot outfit, if you didn't catch it during the brief blinks that it provided during the Talos 2 streams. Originally, I'm stalling for time, of course. Originally, I was thinking the detective model was the one we modified the most, you know? Because it just started out as no hat, and then it had the expression, right? I guess you can have both, but we never had both at the same time, right? Howdy, C8, good to see you. Then the robot model we started with... no Breaker Aura, no Liberation on the blink. Started out very normal and then ended up as this. Much like the Talos 2 streams themselves, we really had no idea where we were going with that. So, let's get to it as I slowly remember my process. So we want an engineer model. We actually want to make a new group layer and put the engineer model in it. And have this one be engineer model. Put that one in there. What do we call this one? I mean, I don't want to just call it Dead Space. But there is a naming convention issue here since they are both space engineers. I couldn't just name one Space. I could do Dead Model and then Space Model if I want to be a little cheeky with it. We'll do that. Deed Model. Okay. So close that one up. Well, no, hold on. I could do combat model, factory model. That works. I like that. That's sufficiently cheeky. Alright, now, how do I do this? I take a shape guideline, but that's the step after we come up with an initial sketch. So let's just copy you, as per usual. I think I usually just copy the line art and then call that a day. Shape guideline, put it under the factory model. Oh, that's slightly concerning to look at. Okay, so... let's see, we've got two trains of thought here. Pun intended halfway through saying it. Alright, where we can either go... train conductor type deal. Where we got the... How do they do the scarf on this one? It's like a... Go for one of these. Doesn't look bad. It's very, very... Well, no, Boy Scout... Boy Scout would be more like, hold on. I'm trying to remember what the hat looked like. Had one of those. Had a fleur-de-lis on it for some reason. Why can't I remember how to draw a fleur-de-lis? This is just... Who cares? Good enough. Actually, not terrible. And then... The way that they did the bandana was like, one of these. And then it actually, like, tapered out in the back. So like a sailor uniform. Right? Did it have a collar? Did it have a collar? Surely it did. Right? Boy Scout uniforms have collared shirts. I should know this. I wore one. Huh. Okay, well, let's not worry about that for now. Usually you had something to hold it in place right there because no one actually knew how to tie it properly. Right. And then... Definitely button. And then you would have all your patches somewhere there. Right? And it was short sleeve. Right? And that was really everything that was generally required. But yes, I was a Boy Scout. I did it mostly to go camping with my friends and family. Which is to say, I did it entirely to go camping with my friends and family. How many badges did you get? Not... I don't know that I actually got any. No, I got a handful of them. But, like, I did not advance up the ranks or anything like that. I simply did not. And then our third contingent for engineer is hard hat, which is going to be like one of these. What is even the point of being a Boy Scout, all right, is they get you, they lure you in with the promise of spending time with friends and family, and then they do the little switcheroo on you, where they're like, all right, and now you need to get all the merit badges and move up and go through all the ranks, become a tenderfoot, and then eventually you get to Eagle Scout, and you can put that on your resume. But unfortunately, none of that resonated with Little Jelly. And so I never got beyond, you know, the initial pull is not actually a lie. It's just the initial pull. Eagle Scout is actually, like, genuinely a very big thing. To some degree. Like, it involves multiple public works projects and stuff like that. So it is actually a good thing to have on your resume if you can. I have no idea what that is. Anyway, here's Here's what I was thinking, okay? Alright, on one hand, in one universe, alright, we have the usual... the regular eyes, of course. Alright? However, there exists an equally likely possibility of big old goggles with a little dirt underneath. Right? I feel like Pub would know a lot about being a Boy Scout. That seems like something that he would probably know. Congrats, you're not the actually emoji. Something that I strive for in my daily life. Unfortunately, that's not true. I do strive for that a lot in my daily life because I am a yapper, but you all know that already. Now, originally I was going to try and copy the Factorio engineer, which let me pull up a quick little image of what we're working with here. Why can I not find it? That'll do. I mean, it won't really, but it's good enough for now. Alright. There it is. Oh, this image is so small you'd think I drew it. Okay, so... I'm sure there's a higher resolution one which exists, right? But I don't know what's going on there. It entices me. But I'd more so be following the mold of this one here. Right? So if we're going for that one, we need to do a whole little, I don't know what this part would be, but it looks like it goes we're a little forward leaning on this one. Kind of goes like almost like chainmail would, down like that, and it has a belt that goes across. Big old gloves. Anything else interesting going on there? That's mostly it from the looks of it. Let me see if I'm really missing anything here. Okay, from the looks of it, there may be shoulder straps or like a holster kind of deal going on here. That's about the gist of it, which itself does not look bad. Do we want to add something to this? How can we make this look more visually interesting? Or perhaps diversify the model's use case. Small pockets is an option. No. Is this Green Path? It is Green Path. Why is it so loud? Howdy, hey, small kitty. Okay. Cool welder mask instead of goggles. Damn. That's a tough one. Damn. That's good. The goggles would be easier, but... Also consider this. Considering. I don't know what these are. And the image title is not giving me... Oh, that's Satisfactory. Satisfactory's 3D? Huh. Oh, Talos Principle. Okay, I was wondering why this sounded so familiar. Interesting. Okay, so... What you're saying is instead of that, we go for... No, I don't want... I'm looking like Bit Trip Runner here. Okay, and then it would be like... Like that? Or... I think if we did that, this would need to be bigger. Well, this is going to need to be bigger anyway. Oh, right. Wrong there. Why is that like that? Yeah, that's going to need to be like that sized. Face is usually from the front, right? Yes. Yes, it is. So it would be more like... More like this, realistically speaking. It's like ever so slightly angled. See? Do quite like that. My only question then would be, how would we differentiate the talking and not talking models? Could always have talking be, you know, lights on. Spiral on lamp? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so we'll go with that then. Okay. Alright. I think we'll move forward with this design then. I don't know why I use my mouse, because I just learned the other day the shortcut to zoom in and out and all that jazz. So I can officially never touch my mouse while I'm working, which is a big milestone, really. So I think we'll go with this one. So now, do we need to refine it? What needs to be added? Is it missing anything, or am I just being too much of a... Like I want to be special and I want to add stuff to it? That's true, it is missing a color, yeah. Right. Okay, so in which case... You know, we get to decide the color. So of course we'd be doing... Would we be doing pale yellow? Body could use more detail, but I think we have kind of like everything there. But let's just fill it in rough real quick. Let's see if we need anything else. Black gloves. And this is like a... I don't know what's going on there. It really does look like chainmail. This is loud. We probably want these to match the metal parts. And then white for the shine. White in there. I need yellow. There's my yellow. My iconic pale yellow. Something like that. And then that would be what boils. Does it need like a gun on the back or an accessory of some kind? What's it missing? What's missing here? Do I want to add a scarf here or something? I could add a scarf. A scarf would be a perfectly viable option. Not with that color. No, because here's the problem: if I add a scarf, then it sort of looks like this is a low-cut top. You know? Is anyone else seeing that, or is that just me? We'll keep that there, but we're not having the scarf. We're not having it. Okay. Just want to make sure. Okay. Every once in a while, I'll just have to check to make sure that the brushes that I didn't make life harder for myself. I did, in fact, just use the default brush sizes, so I don't need to worry about it. When I was doing the Chantober Vember I was a dunce, and I decided, you know what? I think instead of using the 12 brush size and the 32, what I need is to make this one 25 and to make this one 15 instead of the very standard 12 and then 32, which are negligibly different from one another. But that's fine. So I made my life easy here. Slutty engineer outfit. Alright, let's do this. Here's the part where we trace over and just see what we're working with in terms of proportions. So about that Destiny 2 event. So they brought back the solstice, as they do with, you know, every season has its own seasonal event. You know, you have your Christmas event, you have your Halloween event. In the spring, they have Guardian games, and then in the summer, they have the summer solstice. And the armor sets this time around are pretty good. My only complaint is that the event itself feels kind of bad. For a number of reasons, which are very personal and petty, and I'm sure that no one else agrees with me. Because they sort of remove a bit of the hassle involved in the event. So the entire Solstice event, the point of the Solstice event is that you have... It's based around the armor sets, and it's based around getting the armor sets, upgrading them, and then unlocking a glow version. Kind of version that has a white glow to it. God, when I have just the visor there, it looks like a sci-fi visor. How do I want to do this hard hat? I think we can have it about there. Something like that. And I have a couple of problems with the event so far. My main one being that earning the armor is very tedious. Destiny 2 has done a lot to remove bounties from the game. Which bounties are like these very short little, like, oh, kill 50 Cabal with precision hits or something like that, right? And then you used to have to do 8 of those per every ritual activity to get your weeklies, right? They've done a lot to get rid of those, but then this entire event is based around bounties. You do bounties to get ingots so that you can forge the piece of armor and then add it to the loot pool for the event. The only problem, really, is that doing those is quite tedious. Which is the whole kind of problem with bounties to begin with. And you need to do a lot of them in order to unlock one piece of armor, right? Each bounty will give you either 5 if it's a minor bounty, 15 if it's an intermediate, or 50 if it's a major bounty, right? And the intermediate ones are probably the best to complete in terms of like difficulty to time spent. It's usually stuff like, oh, generate orbs of power while you're arc subclass or something like that, right? And then the hard ones will be stuff like complete 3 encounters in a raid, complete 3 encounters in a dungeon, stuff like that. You only need 100 to unlock a piece of armor, which means that you could just do 2 big ones. The only problem is, you know, that takes time. Granted, this is me complaining about not being able to just essentially get the event done first day and just be done with it and get my armor. But I also have to factor in that I'm going to be doing this on 3 different characters to unlock 3 different armor sets and also upgrade those 3 different armor sets over the course of probably 3 weeks, though. So I'm probably complaining about nothing. I just think that we have been away from bounties for so long that adding them back feels very tedious. So, going for sort of a glove there. That's a bit too sharp on the... That's fine. Just a proof of concept here. Alright, and then this, we can follow our handy-dandy little chest shape guide for. Everyone say hi to Ruby. Okay, and then we've already got our belt. We got those. That's gonna annoy me. Didn't this just play? I wasn't paying too close of attention. I feel like this just played. Okay, so it's got that to it. And then I think it's got a part that comes across the front like a chest holster type deal. I feel like we should have something on the back. Because the original model has something on the back as well. It's got that, you know, gun. And oh god, Merrick, don't look. I just drew a fucking Among Us. Big canister of pesticide. Alright, here's the thing though. We lean too far in that direction, we're gonna start looking like a fucking character from Monsters, Inc. Whenever there's a hazardous containment breach there. And we got the little canister there. Can I do the Among Us sound? What do you mean, the Among Us sound? What do you mean, the Among Us sound? What? Hold on, let me, like the, hold on, like a, I need silence to conjure this, hold on. Okay. Something like that? Is that what you were looking for? Alright, okay. You're welcome. I haven't played Among Us in, like, I want to say 3 years? It's been a while. Okay, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about how this helmet looks right now. See, because here's the problem, alright? We usually try to stay pretty front-facing, and this is very side-facing. This is a 3/4 profile type deal. So do we need to move the... Do we need to modify this hard hat a little more? Okay, let's remove the line art from underneath, see how we're feeling about it. I mean, it's not bad. It's just missing something in the whole chest region. There, you know what I mean? That whole midsection. I think this belt is supposed to be higher. Yeah, that's not like a waist belt. That's like a... That belt should be like... hereabouts. Add a flashlight on the torso. Is there one on the torso? I think he's just got the one on his head there. I wish that... there's definitely a higher resolution picture I can find. Give me a second. I found one when I was looking up references earlier. Victorio... Where is it? Here it is. This is a much better image. Okay. This gives us a lot to work with. There we are. Look at his eye. Goofy little eyes. Okay. I don't feel like I was ever meant to see it this close. This doesn't feel right. Yeah, it looks like someone's very first try at the HEV suit. This isn't right. I shouldn't be looking at this. Okay. I would disregard this art style and substitute my own. Hmm. I think we need to make a couple executive decisions regarding this outfit. First and foremost, I don't like those shoulder straps very much. At least use the model with an actual helmet. I could do that, yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'm taking these directly from a dev post that's like, alright, here's what the player model is going to look like. I don't think they were completely done, because this is... I remember seeing the modular armor look a little more bulky than this. All armor, hold on. This is the one that I pulled up earlier, yeah. They've definitely changed it from this, that's for sure. I haven't changed it that much, but it's definitely changed. A lot of the chest region has changed most. How do we want to do this? There's also the Gear Girl, which is a community staple by now. I see. I see. Chantification's reach is certainly wide. We just need something there on the chest to provide a little more visual interest. I like the base design. Just needs a little personal touch, shall we say. I think we definitely need this coming across the chest here, that strap, and I think it would do us good to have a backpack of some kind to add. I think we do need to have these along with a backpack. This needs to be further up. About there. We're already deviating with the glove design, because I'm looking at these gloves. I don't like anything that's happening here, to be completely honest. I don't like anything that's going on with these. So I choose to ignore that. Although from the looks of it, the design also changed a bit too. Here's the thing, I think once we move the belt up, that along with the straps for the backpack gives it's filling in that area more. So I think that's fine now. I like the welder mask. I really do. I want to know what it looks like with goggles instead. Okay, let's get a closer look at. Well, we had a closer look at what those goggles look like. Now we're certainly not going to get one from those. You know, when worst comes to worst, I could just add some greebles to it. You know. That also works. So let's see. So assumably I'd just be working off of this base eye shape. And then I'd be adding one of those in there. Then a little smudge. It's perfect. See, the only reason why I want to do the goggles more than I want to do the welding mask is color. Because if these are the same color, I don't think it's going to look as good if... Is this a new layer I just made? Like, this is probably going to be... this color about, you know, that dark gray. And then these, this is going to be like that. Welder's masks are usually black, although in this case it looks like it matches the armor color that you choose. But let me cook for a second here, and these will be like that. We'll just snag. That's good. Just for now. Okay. Is the backpack gonna be that color? No, I think the backpack would probably be like a brown, like that, or something. Oh yeah, and then this would be like that. I think that's the one to go with. I think that's the one to go with. And then we can add some greebles here and there. Like a zipper. That's like soot marks under the eyes. War paint. Why is your engineer really Boulder? Also, you know, as a secondary answer, have you been watching my streams? Have you been watching them? Alright, glad we're on the same page. Do I need something like... Okay, here's the thing though. Here's what happens if I put that armband there. Then I'm gonna start to look even more like the... Does Pyro have an armband? Am I remembering that right? No, Pyro has a little symbol like there, right? Why can't I remember what my good friend TF2 Pyro looks like? It's like that, and then it has a little fire mark on it, right? right? What does what does my good friend TF2 Pyro look like? Oh, it's not an armband. The gloves. Okay, gotcha. All right. Medic is the one with an armband. Yeah, that's there. There's my good friend TF2 Pyro. There's my good friend. He does have the symbol there. I mean, we could steal a little. Oh, well, if we're going to be stealing from TF2, why wouldn't we steal from the engineer? Hold on. Is there something we can take from that? My good friend, Engineer TF2. I could do one of, could hit him with one of these. Little pocket pouch. Big old buckle. And I might steal that there in the gloves a little. Have them come up a little further. What color would I use though? I could use the gray that I have there. Okay. And then I could, you know, have a little arm patch there with a wrench. Although I don't really have a lot of arm real estate to work with on my models now, do I? I think it's fine without. What if I used the red instead of the orange here? No. No. A fun idea, though. I think that's it. I think we're going to lock this in. Interesting. I posted a quote, tap, 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 tap. Why do you need to do these things to me? Why? Why, Merrick? I just instinctively blamed Merrick. I'm so sorry, Merrick. You're catching strays for stuff that Boulder did. I'm sorry. It's usually you're the one trying to bait me into these sorts of things. It was just instinct. Why would you be using Plap there, though? That onomatopoeia doesn't make sense. You would... That's not the onomatopoeia you would use there. It's me typing on a typewriter. A typewriter does not make a plap noise. That is absolutely not the onomatopoeia you would use for a typewriter. Like, clack at the very least, but even that's not right. Merrick, you're a comic guy. What onomatopoeia would you use for a typewriter, do you think? Ink ribbon is just so... That's user error. I don't like onomatopoeias. Seems tacky most of the time. Aww. You're avoiding the question. What would you use, Comic Man? Okay, I think we can safely condense all of these into the, Oh! I don't know what just happened. Oh, what's going on? Stop grabbing stuff. Stop grabbing stuff. Stop grabbing stuff. Condense this into the sketch layer. Take line art out of it. What's this? You go in there too. Okay. All right. Oh, big stretch. I will say, going back to Destiny 2 here, I have been having a good time with it. It has been against my... to my surprise would be the phrase that I would use there. To my surprise, it's been quite nice. It's a damn shame that things aren't so good behind the scenes, but they did a good job with Lightfall. Not Lightfall. The Final Shape, I think. Merrick, I don't even know what that means. You're speaking weeb, brother. You go there. Alright. So... sketch. Off, off. Off, off. Alright. This over here. Now we can get the real trace going. It's Purapo. Oh! I see. I see. I see. Don't like that. Don't like that. Not a fan. Not a fan of that one, personally. Okay. What am I doing here? Only way to do it is to do it. So it's nice making guidelines for yourself and then just being able to follow those. I gotta say. Where did I stop there? Okay. It goes like that. Just about. Alright. Then we'll have... no, I want those arms to be rounded. Here's what we'll do. The old-fashioned way. Maybe not completely the old-fashioned way. Amazing. This old-fashioned streamer... This one-year-old streamer still makes VTuber models the old-fashioned way. That goes to about there. I should have... That's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Like that. Like that. Go over it one more time. Oh, that's not right. Grim Fandango did have a banging soundtrack. Okay. We got the glove shape that we want. Good to go. Merge down. There we go. I need to start uploading the Talos Principle DLC VODs. And I was very, very pleasantly surprised by the DLC. I really enjoyed that. I had a great time with that. Not for reasons which seem to be intended, of course, but a good time is a good time nonetheless. No, I need to get like the right angle. You know, it would be a great bit having like an OBS transition that just pops the avatar into a 3D model, yeets it into the Screen Bocce style. I have toyed around with learning Blender. Why? The way that I'm speaking sounds like someone is splicing together a sentence for a reality TV show. That was insane. My cadence was terrible there. Anyway, I've been considering learning Blender specifically to make a 3D model of my avatar. Just to make one model that is just inexplicably 3D for no reason. Not quite. No. Why can't I... 3D model jelly work in progress? There it is! Default. The default Blender cube. Blender has sculpting tools. You know, as a matter of fact, Boulder, I wasn't aware of that. The idea is so not far along that I haven't even gotten that far as to know what sorts of tools Blender has on offer. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get it right there. I'm not gonna fuss with it anymore, though. I will probably fuss with it in a bit, so if I do, yell at me, please. We will have that pouch come down like that, just because that works out nicely. And then we want this to come across like that. And now I don't like it anymore. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. It took like a couple seconds. Okay, here's what we can do. Alright. Here's what we can do. You just played this. No, wait, this is different. No, oh god. And I just sort of trace along that, and it goes perfectly, and everyone's happy. That was so close to being... That was so close to being perfect. Come on, bring it home. Bring it home. You fucked it up. That is technically right, but it looks so bad. Don't do that to me, Merritt. You know what? Don't fucking do that to me, Merritt. I don't deserve that, alright? I don't deserve to have to remember that it's like that. Why? It's so fucking weird. Why does it look perfectly fine when it's not? How? Why? It sticks out so far when you turn it this way. Why does it look perfectly fine this way? What the hell is going on there, man? God, I'm not gonna think about it. It's fine. We'll just keep moving forward. Just keep swimming, baby. Is this intentional? Oh no. See, yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to work through right now. All right, because give me a second. Let me see how I can explain this concept. All right, it's not exactly center aligned, right? Like the center of the jacket or the torso is there, right? So this should meet higher than this, right? But it looks so wrong. It just doesn't look right. See, even on this, right? Those don't align. They have never aligned, but they look perfectly fine, don't they? Okay, I'm not going to think about that too much because they might start looking wrong and not perfectly fine. There we go. That's fine. I like that better. That works. Okay, where was I? You go here. Go here. A little bit more. A little bit less. A little bit less. There you go, that's the ticket. And then we want our pocket pouch thing. And then I want a zipper down the middle just because that looks nice. Fills in that little area there. And now we need to... How are we going to do these chest strap things? You motherfucker. You motherfucker. You son of a bitch, Merrick. You fucking... You motherfucker. He's got fucking gamer neck, dude. What did you do to him? What did you do to him? Good God, man, have mercy! It's... Alright, we've got 40 minutes left to be on track. I think we can do it. We've gotten most of the hard work done. Right? I need those chest straps. How do I want to do those? Do I just want to... I mean, I can just... You know, I don't need to make it complicated. You can just be like, that. That. And then... They meet in the middle. Somewhere there. I mean, that works. It's good enough for me. Good enough for government work, baby. And then I need my my little backpack. What are we being taught? Why am I being decapitated in chat? What did I miss while I was drawing my little backpack straps? Does this mean Jelly's head can be grabbed on the fly like pickpockets steal phones? I mean, it's not necessarily attached. That's sort of how, you know, the Dullahan deal works. So I guess theoretically, yes. I'm very susceptible to purse snatching. This is what the people do when you don't have lore loading. I have a lot on my plate. I have a lot on my plate, Merrick. Backpack. Hold on, you're gonna be fucking floored by this one. Get ready. Oh. Fucking nailed it. No, I didn't. I don't love that. Nope. Boom. It's perfect. It's the BDG Dark Souls boss video. Oh no. Howdy, Blue. Good to see you. Line art. I'm taking your head. See, it happens. You know, my jelly getting their head snatched. It's more likely than you think. This has got to have some sort of... What am I doing? Line tool exists. Okay, good. Does your head explode if detached? An excellent question. I don't know. Do I want to find out? Not particularly, no. Alright, so now... I literally learned how to zoom. Use it. Use it. Oh! Helmet. Yeah, hard hat. I do need one of those, huh? I do want to be OSHA compliant with this outfit, of course. How am I going to do that? I can get rid of this. Come on. More music. Banquet Rainforest. Hello, new chatter. I'm drawing myself my own new model here. Okay, I think we would want the light to be there. Okay. I think I want to do the rest of the shape here without that. About there. Thereabouts. Now, do I want to try and make the brim for this, or... Yeah, I think I gotta at least try. I feel like it would need to go, like... Oh, it just doesn't look right. Always just hit him with one of those. That's fine, I'm sure. Then hard hats sort of pump up a little. Pump. Like they have a little... one of those, don't they? Yeah, that's a hard hat. That's a hard hat. If ever I did see one. Okay, so let me just take you. Pop you down on there. Have a good one, Lori. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you had a good time. It's got to go, like, down there. About. So we will erase, you know, we'll just perform a quick lobotomy. No eyebrows on this model, baby. And then goggles. See, what I'm about to do is something that I wanted to do with the Disco Elysium model. Originally, I had planned on making it a Kim Kitsuragi outfit, since the jacket and everything lined up pretty well. But I can just sort of take these shapes and mold them how I desire. Which is to say that the already circular shape of my eyes allows me to very easily just turn them into goggles, if need be, or glasses of some kind. Except I'm not loving how that looks for some reason. Why does it look thicker on that side? How could it possibly look thicker on that side? That's how. Okay. That looks good. I don't love the middle. Here's the hard part. That's good. I'm happy with that. That's fine. Alright. Okay. I said that really weird. Felt like Ness. Okay. We get that to about same line density. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And then I'm gonna do something a little funny. Line art. Control V. Merge it. I did see the Joe peek back in the chat. Yeah, yeah. I actually said hi. I was there about when it happened. I popped in and said hi myself. This is missing this. All right. And now I can start coloring. I'll color those in separately. Alright, so here's... Let me remember how this works. I think with these ones, I just invert row 15. And then grab all these little things that didn't get caught in there. Layer under. Like... Yeah. And then I can fill all that in. Okay, and also this is when I realized that this needs to be doubled. Reach the appropriate line density. And now we color. Sketch, come back. We want your colors, I think. So we want... What do we want? A gray thereabouts. Begin coloring. Alrighty. Came together pretty quick. Looks like. My time estimates are getting better. Is that too thick? No, that's about right. I want an almost black for these straps up here. The ones that I'm going to put on the belt. And the gloves. Maybe I should have that be lighter. Fill it in, then figure it out. Yeah, it looks better, just a little lighter. Alright, cool. Next step. I'm just stealing that hard hat, orangish yellow, right from the model. Blue cheese filled meatballs. I've never heard of that before. It doesn't sound bad, but blue cheese is good as like a tertiary kind of flavor. You don't want it to be the main. You want that to be like, oh, is that a little blue cheese in there? Anything more and it's just overwhelming, in my opinion. Uh-oh. There we go. And that's why we use layers. Except I don't use them as much as I probably should. Okay. Oh wait, backpack as well. Alrighty. This part's looking a little weak. Hold on. Alright. Oh, wait. I also need the light, which is going to glow my iconic pale yellow that you can find on all of my merchandise. Then I think I want, again, a little war paint. A little war paint. Come on. Yeah, that's good enough for me. What is your mascot's canonical emoticon? And why is it the confused OO? That's a good question. Would that be what I use? No soda in the suit. You know what? You make a good point, buddy. Let's get some soot on there, huh? I'm gonna make this bigger. Alrighty. I quite like that. I quite like that. Now where are my eyes? I'm not gonna do the black goggles. Well, I'm gonna have the eyes and the goggles. I'm wondering if I should make them small, though. Because the small does look kind of funny. Oh boy. Color. Just for... Oh, no, 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 no. Art. Color. Oh, here's the goal. Now they're perfectly aligned. Why is this in my stream music playlist? It's just the switch up from fucking Homestuck electric guitar to the Oblivion song. Have you heard of the High Elves? You there. I need your eyes. Oh boy. Oh, there's a lot going on here that's not going to work. Okay. Well, the blink model will just get rid of... You know how that works. Worked out pretty well. Here's the question, though. Smaller little baby eyes, because he's all stressed out. Aw, look at him. Aw, look at this little guy. Look at this little guy. Looking like a slightly mean-spirited zero punctuation graphic. Was that it, Merrick? Did I hit the nail on the head there before you even asked? Alrighty. I mean, I think we're done here. Do I have some way to differentiate between the blink sprite other than it disappearing, though? That's fine. We don't need eyebrows. Contrary to popular belief, you don't need eyebrows to live. You make a good point, Boulder. You make a good point. I'll do that for the talking ones, yeah. Is it raining again? Oh, I wish. I could do... You're right, Blue, you got it there. I think for the blink, I'll have the light flicker off. I think that's what I'll do. I think that's what I'll do. To make the blink look a little more... interesting. Will the eyes be static? I think it'll flicker off with the blink. But would that look weird? How do we want to do this? Light should not blink passively. Every now and again have the light flicker. I could do that, but the work it would take for me to set that up would not be difficult. It would just be annoying because I've never done it before. What if it's inverted and the light only switches on when you blink? That's not bad. Although, there's 3 routes I can go here. All right. Well, there's a lot more than 3, but here's the 3 that are swirling around in my head. The easiest route is to just have the light be on while I'm talking, just to give a little bit of extra differentiation between the talking and non-talking model, because we don't have the eyebrows to work with here this time. Or do we want it to flicker when we blink? No, I don't think we want... I think having it turn on whenever I talk is the best way to do it. That's the way I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to copy and paste it so that it'll also have a maybe slight boil to it. Because none of those 3 lights are going to be the same, so it'll flicker a little as the eyes swap between their various states. Okay, I think we've got it. Should the light be a gradient or hand-drawn transparent shape? I just use the classic airbrush circle over top. More intense in the center, less intense on the outside. Oh no. I think that works. Alright, let's save our work, because we haven't done that in a hot minute. fucking... This fucking thing. So it'll work again. And let's start putting it together. Alright, Accelerator, we can close that. Well, we'll need these open. Those are the ones we'll need open in a bit. Prince model, we don't need your eyes anymore. Oh yeah, this one's not gonna have eyelashes. Weird. Didn't even think of that. Okay. I don't know why I said that as if someone else brought that up. That was just sort of my own consciousness dropping a thought for me to react to. No, I like... Here's the thing. I originally put the eyelashes on there with the full intent to swap them on and off depending on the model. I wanted that to be a variable feature as well. Originally, I was going to only put it on the more feminine outfits, but I like it as just a general design thing that I have there. And in this way, it helps the eyes look more like goggles for this outfit because they're not present. Uh-oh, what happened there? Why is that like that? I hate that. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Alrighty. Now, we get to make the files. Where is my Viato 2 Bagchan new model? How did I do this with the Reaper? Okay, so I gotta make engineer, new folder. Name this new folder. What did I name this one? Factory. Is that what it's called? Engineer factory model? Yeah. Engineer factory. So this will be PNG. Engineer factory closed 1. Engineer factory closed 2. Engineer factory closed 3. I'm sure this is everyone's favorite part of any art stream that I do. The part where I'm navigating files and just talking to myself, while you can't really see anything that's happening. Closed link. Should that have a... Is it weird if they just go blank like that? Should I do like a little... Shit. Hold on. Should I do a little... No, that's fine. What is this? Oh, red alert. Gotcha. Okay. Open time. Factory's open for business. Open 1. Oh man, my dad is making some wedding soup today, and I'm starting to smell it, and I'm so damn hungry. I can't wait for that to be done. The chicken broth smells so good. Almost at 2 hours exactly. by the way. We are about to finish this. Wedding soup, yeah, it's like an Italian chicken broth soup. It's very, very good. Need one more. Save as. Are we going to have to wait for you for Forged in the Fire? Oh shit, is that today? What time is that today? Like how many hours from this current moment? 1 hour? You know what? If that's the case, and I had plans that I forgot about that are very soon, and I started stream late, and it's, you know, I'd be switching to a completely different category. I think this will be it. I think we'll call this the stream. It'll be a short one today, and then Friday, I will be back to stream Factorio. Unless I get bored on Thursday and decide to stream there. But for now, let's put this model together, yeah? Yeah, no, we can tie this back to that lesson I said about lying at the beginning of stream. Engineer, new folder. Gotta move all those files in there. Alright, closed 1, closed 2, closed 3, upload files. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff, baby. It never gets old seeing these come to life. Engineer, factory, closed. Animated. It really just never gets old. Open 1, open 2, open 3, load files. How do you feel about spinach fettuccine? What, like fettuccine made with spinach in the dough? I am a big spinach fan, even though my body doesn't digest it very well. So I like that. Fucking Sneaky Snitch? Why is Sneaky Snitch in here? Why? Who did this? Okay, I'll be back in just a second. Don't panic. New model. Engineer, factory. Post animated. Open animated. Like. Alright, I'm back. Did you miss me? Okay, I think that worked out very well. Oh, I especially like the bleed on the boil on the light. That works quite nicely. Oh, I think I made it a little too intense on the blink, though. I'm sure it's fine. That's perfectly fine, actually. No, I actually think that's good. That's good. I like that. Good call, Merrick, telling me to add soot elsewhere, although I think it was more of a cheeky comment than a suggestion. It really brings the whole model together. Did I say... Did I say that right? Or did I say model together? Model together. I said it right now. Cheeky because the suit was only on the cheek. Yeah, no, definitely. That's exactly what I meant. Yeah. That's what I was going for. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Either way, that's all. We're good to go. Hold on. I gotta make sure that I get that back in the original model. Oh, is it not? Right, of course it wouldn't put it in the right spot. Why would it? Alrighty. Turn that off, turn that off. This came out very well, I think. Create a new model sheet. Yep. Okay. Again, I'm always there's something about making these models. They're so simple, and it feels like the way that I've set it up. I don't really. I'm taking a lot of shortcuts in terms of the setup that I have given myself. There's a lot of tracing involved in any given model and reuse of assets, and sometimes I feel like that might take the fun out of it. It never does. It's very, very satisfying to see these come together. Especially to see them... I don't know, there's a strange sense of euphoria I get seeing it animate when I talk like this. I can't describe it, but it's very gratifying. So, there's our new model, our engineer model for the Factorio streams going forward. I will be back on Friday. Have you thought about leaving some of the commonly used lines saved as a base file? I think sometimes it's called a naked model. That's what the hold on, let me turn my game capture back on, or yeah, game capture back on so you can see Krita. That's what this is. Shape guideline. This is essentially my quote-unquote naked model. I just trace over this every time. Although I guess if you were talking about a real naked model, it wouldn't have any of these details on it. I'd sort of just... Yeah. I've considered it, but... I don't know. I think part of what I also like is that even though I'm tracing over the same model, because the brush I use distributes line density in a very sporadic pattern, even tracing over the same line isn't necessarily going to give me the same line every time. And so I like that it's not completely consistent, even if I'm tracing over the same stuff. The only thing that's generally the same on most of my models is going to be the head. The only time that that changes is whenever I fully change the model for the head in some way. Like I did with my, do I still have it on the hotkey? Where's my robot model? Like with the robot model, right? This one's got a completely different head shape. So I completely redrew the head shape. But usually, as we saw with the engineer model today, I will literally just grab it from the shape model, put it on. I'll tell you what, I think the most satisfying part of how I put these together... Let me show you a little something. I'm going to set this to a hotkey 5, we'll call it. All right, I'm going to shift between my models here, and I want you to watch the eyes. All in the same position so that any switch, clean as a whistle. It's very satisfying. That's one of the things that I made absolutely sure to get right whenever I was making the base model. You'll notice, if you go back, whenever I do the eyes, specifically, I use the eyes as the lineup guideline. Right? I will just have them in the same position, and I'll just line up the exact pixels on the eyes. Flip the canvas to check if they're all slightly offset and wonky. They are, Merrick. They are. This back one is longer than all the others, but you don't see it for some reason. I don't know what is going on there. This one doesn't look as bad. Why doesn't this one look as bad? I mean, it still looks bad. Don't get me wrong. Why doesn't it look as bad flipped? I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, the reason why this one is longer, that's actually intentional. Is because I want this middle crease, I don't know what else to call it, to be the center of the model perspective-wise. So if you look, you know, if we're just looking at the line here, mostly lines up. Doesn't line up. That's a problem. It's supposed to line up. Does it line up on the base model? Uh-oh. Here's what's going to happen with that. We're all just going to forget that it's like that. And then tomorrow I won't remember it exists, and neither will you. And then we're good, and everything's fine. That's probably why the head is a little forward. Just a bit. But if I have to fix that, then I will have to fix everything. Oh, God. Okay, here's the thing, though, Merrick. For some reason, when you set it up like that, why can't I just open Krita? Hold on. With that setup, the way that you've drawn it, let me see if you're following me here. Okay, let me see if you're seeing what I'm seeing. That's the mouth. That's what it's looking like to me. Oh boy. Big stretch. Alright, I think we have fan art, but I'm gonna save fan art for the next stream. That sounds good. We'll save fan art for intermission next stream. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. I'll save. Hope you all enjoyed this surprise art stream. I'm, in a strange way, glad I didn't make this model off stream, because I don't think it would have come out nearly as interesting if I had not. I'm probably just going to do this in the future. I don't... There isn't really a benefit to me making models off stream from the feel of things the more I think about it. So I will probably just do this in the future, even if it means something like this, where in the middle of a stream series we have an art stream. You're welcome, Merrick. I've been meaning to ask you. I need to get your voice switch files for Talos Principle. That was a long one. You've got to have some bangers there. But yeah, here's our new model that we will be using for the Factorio streams and for any other engineer-related purposes in the future. That's all from me. Let me just real quick No, I wanted to do that gradually. Hold on. I can do it gradually in OBS. All right. So, thank you very much for watching. I had a good time. I hope you all had a good time as well. And until next time, that's all I've got for now, folks. Have a good one. See ya.